Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. This is podcast number 2 for July 6, 2023. Again, we have Mr. Perry trying to make me destitute to coerce a lie. Take her car and then she'll call me. Make it where she has no food and eating out of a dumpster, then she'll call me. When she's all day, when she has no place to stay and has no food and money and no car, then she'll call me and do what I tell her. So duly noted for the record, you've said it again. You've talked about it again tonight, haven't you? You have a description of my car that you shouldn't have, stalker. Steve Massengale has no fucking idea what I drive. Why do you? Why are you always in Oklahoma? You don't live in Oklahoma. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. How do you know my family? I didn't introduce you to my family. I've never taken you around my family. There's no way I would. Why is it different when you do the crime to me? Millions of dollars you spent for your cover-up bought you what? I don't know. It bought us this. What he told you in March 2020, you are not to invade her privacy again. You are not to contact her or her family in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly again. Do not do it. You better make sure she's not broke, because you keep taking her money, you keep her from going to work, you make it dangerous. And that's not cool. We're not okay with that. It's called coercion. You're going to jail. We're getting this stuff, Mr. Perry, so that you go to jail. The end goal is you're not around to cause problem after loss after problem and bother and threaten and harass and cause bother and problem, and you're gone. And we never again have to repeat ourselves, because we've said this over and over and over already. We say it, then we show you. We say it, then we show you. It's different when you do it to me, your people. We've never had this happen before. We are seeing things we've not seen before. This has not happened before. It's different than ever before. And yet, Mr. Perry can't understand what that means. You can't understand it, can you? You think every time you fucking tonight I couldn't work. All of a sudden my internet didn't work for hours, off and on for hours. It's paid. There's no excuse for that. So, it's working now. When you contact me, we always get more. When you make a problem for me, we always get more. We don't always say it, but we got it. Sir, who has it? There's 40 cops. One shrink, one forensic accountant, after your ass, up your ass, 24/7. Because you chose me as a target. When you do the crime to me, your people say, when he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. We know you know what car I drive, and you should not. It is none of your business. Steve Massengale doesn't know. Jason Moore doesn't know. John Steinmetz doesn't know. They don't care. Why do you? You're doing exactly what we say. And then we're always, well, I told you so. I did say. He made this specific threat. We got this specific threat in great detail. That they're going to commit XYZ crime against me. It is a criminal act. They are going to jail. We get it beforehand, not after, so that we can establish malicious aforethought and premeditation. You knew it was a crime. You did it anyway. Sometimes you know we already have it and you still do it. It's been so easy, it's not fair. Why is it different when you do it to me? Why is the crime different when you do it to me? Why are things different, Mr. Perry? Answer my question. Why is it different when you do it to me? Who's Monique? Where is she right now? Why is it different when you do it to me? You're not to contact me. You're not to contact me at all. He's asking me tonight, is it your cigarette? Oh my God, wow. When you start asking questions like that, they told you don't contact me anymore. You've caused enough loss for me. Don't threaten me. Don't contact me. Get the fuck out. Did they not? In March 2020. Look how much more we got after that, because you don't understand what people say. You thought he was kidding. Every time, you're boring. You sit around and all you do is make trouble for other people. And then we all got to drop everything in our busy lives, because we're busy. We have a life. Boring. and fix the problem you caused. And that doesn't sell well with people anymore. I realize maybe you got away with that all your life until you did it to me. Why is it different when you do it to me? You don't tell me to move. Where I live is not your business. It doesn't concern you. You're butting in. It's none of your business where I live. I came here to never have to hear from you again. Never. Ever do I want to hear from you again. You don't tell me what to do. You're about to go to jail. We're getting all this to put you in jail. What did you think we're doing, dum-dum? Boy, you got a lot of nerve. So when you start asking questions of, is it this person, is it that person, which he does all fucking day. That's a contact you were told not to do. You're causing a problem. You're wasting people's time. You're making everybody mad at you. Everybody's sick of this, and you're not getting that, sir. They're helping us, not you. It's been 10 years of this, Charles. Every single fucking day. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. We're getting the help, you're not. When you have the nerve, after all the loss you've caused, to ask for help, people want to hit you. It's even easier for us to get information because that pisses people off like a motherfucker. After all he's put her through, he's asking for her help. You are shitting us with that. You are shitting us with that. So, we got this. You jammed up my phone all fucking... I made no money. So, when we quote you guys all day tomorrow, that's why. Okay? That's why. I don't have any money again. Because he did that. Okay? When you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when I don't have any money, because you did some fucked up thing like that, you're going to have problems you will never be able to solve. Already, you've paid millions of dollars for a cover-up you did not get. What that millions did is bought us intel. All your money for 10 years has bought us intel. No one else has. It's different when you do it to me. Why? Why is it different when you do it to me, Charles? You want to talk all the fucking time. Talk about that. Why is it different when you do the crime to me? We've never seen this before. We've never had this happen before. It's different when you do it to her. What does that mean? Dum-dum. I mean, it's been so easy, it's not fair. Okay, so this right here, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but we were talking about the scripts and the role-playing they gave my coworkers. They wrote, this is how pathetic these bitches are. Scary, scary weirdo. They actually, to gaslight me, they actually wrote scripts for my coworkers and then had like a little meeting and they did role-playing. And people are like, this is the dumbest fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life. You gotta be shitting us. You gotta do this. So these guys come in with fucking tuna canned food. Run off our steak. Come in with fucking canned food. And then we gotta drop everything we're doing. Get a fucking fucked up script. And then role play. Jesus, what in the hell is this? We knew about it when there were like Jenga games everywhere. And all of a sudden, crime podcasts were of interest to people who they were never of interest to before. You think we didn't know? Did I comment at all? Nope. Did I say what you wanted me to say? No. We already knew. I don't always say what I know. But when you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you make me broke, we get something. I may say something, I may not. If you're allowed to do something to hurt me, like the TU police officer, she was supposed to go to the back of the building. To the front of the building, right off the street view. Our guy, the apartment's all the way in the back upstairs. So while she's all the way in the back upstairs, TU police is supposed to run my tag and give him information on my car to a stalker. And how would you know what I drive? To give him the description. But for stalking. Steve Massengale has no fucking idea what I drive. Why do you? I told you so. I did say. He's proven us out. Who's going to put you in jail? Who's investigating you? They won't call you back. They won't call you back. You don't understand what people say. We've already said this over and over and over and over. He said, I told them, your privacy is not to be invaded. You're not to be contacted, or your family. You don't bother her. She's not to be broke anymore. Get Michael home. And if you can't understand those words, why am I going to spend any more time talking to you? I say it once. Dumb. We're all so looking forward to you being in jail, so we don't have to repeat ourselves over and over and over and oh my God. The fuck is wrong with you? Get your fucking nurse. Get your fucking nurse. I'm so sick of saying the same thing to you. When you do the crime to me, it's different. When you make my life a living hell, they'll make yours a living hell. Look at all the names we got. After you, look at this. Dumb. This is what your millions bought us right here. Your millions of dollars did not cover up fuck, did it? You don't tell me to move. Stop raping me. You don't tell me shit. It's not up to you. When we got this, was it up to you? You don't tell me fuck. You don't threaten me. You need to remember who it is you're talking to. It's different when you do it to me. Why? Why is it different when you do the crime to me? You need to get a grip on reality. When you do the crime to me, you get caught. When you contact me, you get caught. When you cause a problem for me, you get caught. When you take my money and I'm broke, you get caught. Charles. You invade my privacy, you get caught. For 10 years, every day we quote you. You're not quoting us. You don't know one guy's name. It gets me this. I can't do this by myself. Name one of my guys. Name one guy that gets this information from you to me. Name one guy, Charles. One guy, Muffin Man. One guy, Lucius Calvin Geppetto. Name one person, David, that gets this information from you to me. One. You're the one asking me all bothering. Is it this person? Is it that person? Is it this person? You got a lot of nerve. When you contact me, you get caught. We get more. When I'm broke, you get caught. We get more. You cause a problem for me, you get caught. We get more. We get it beforehand, not after. We always get it before, Charles, not after. Charles, we get it beforehand, not after. Charles, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Why is it different when you do it to me? We're sick of this, bitch. We have a life. We're busy. Why don't you? Pathetic. Boring Charles makes problems for everybody else. He has nothing better to do all day than cause problem after problem for everybody else. Then we all gotta drop everything we're doing in our very busy lives, because we do have a life, and he'll go fix whatever problem boring Charles caused. We hear it all the time. Everybody's sick of you. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. I came to Oklahoma to be with my family and never have to hear from you again. Never. Never want to hear from you again. Millions of dollars you spent for your fucked up cover-up bought us this right here. Every time you cause a loss for me, we get a name. Bruce. Who's Bruce? Who's Oscar? Who's Mr. Betancourt? Huh? Who's Beverly? What about Renee? Who are those people? Who's Muffin Man? Muffin Man's like the top guy, isn't he? Yeah. Do your other victims know those names? Do they know names? Sonjay? Who's Sonjay, Charles? Why is it different when you do it to me? Why do I have names? When you cause me a problem, we take. We get. You take from me, they take from you. When I'm broke, like you did tonight, we get more. We find out more, Charles. So when I quote you guys all day tomorrow, you asked for it. Charles, why are you contacting me? I fucking hate it. Why is it different when you do it to me? Why, Charles, is it different when you do the crime to me? Charles, answer the fucking question. It's different when you do it to me. Why is that? Dum-dum, answer me. Why? He never stops typing in my phone until I ask questions like that. Then all of a sudden, Dead silent. Why is it different when you do the crime to me? Any other victim have this information right here, names? What about your code words, pin the tail on the donkey, Hansel and Gretel? We're Weeble Wobbles. We wobble, but we never fall down, really? We think you're Jenga. You push and pull at me, I'm the Jenga piece. Your whole thing gets wobbly. That's why you guys set up Jenga games all over the place. I walked in and I didn't dignify it with a response, did I? The only reason I'm saying something about it now is because that's the time that we found out about your scripts and your role-playing bullshit. Stupid shit. Everybody was really like, oh my god, this is fucking stupid. I don't want to do this. I'm busy, I have a life. These bitches are boring old farts with nothing. I'm not going to be weirdo like they are and end up like them. We get help, you don't. You're not getting the help, we are. You're not quoting us, we're quoting you. You don't have our guys' names, we have your guys' names. Look at our results, look at your results. See, you're pissing people off. You're pissing people off with a hell of a lot of power. So, when I'm broke, you invade my privacy, you're defying the authority, you're defying law enforcement's verbal command. They think you need to be in the nut house. I do too. I know you do. Because we have to repeat ourselves for you over and over and over and over and oh my god, please hurry up and throw the bitch in jail. Finish this damn investigation so he's in jail and I don't have to repeat myself anymore. We're all so tired of you. And you gotta say it over and over and over. Why is it different when you do the crime to me? Why is it different when you do the fucking crime to me? Why, Charles, are all of a sudden you're seeing things you've not seen before? When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. She parked in the fucking back of the apartment instead of in the front. Who told her to do that? See, here's the thing with a cop. From TU. First of all, like I said, you shouldn't know what car I drive in order to call him and give him a description of my car. And you do, through illegal means, stalker. You're a fucking rejected fucking fail. You're just stupid. You can't figure out how to move on. Everybody gets rejected, everybody else just moves on. They don't go into fucking weirdo mode. Just all 24/7 weirdo. You're a fucking turnoff. Yeah. I'm gonna take your car and I'm gonna make you starve to death and I'm gonna make you destitute. Why don't you like me? Gosh, why don't you have women just throwing themselves at you? Ugh, I'm sick of you embarrassing me. I'm so fucking tired of you embarrassing me. So, why aren't you embarrassed? Please be embarrassed. Please be fucking embarrassed like you make everybody else feel. What about your kids and your wife? Where's Jacqueline? What lie do you tell her? What is the betrayal that you say to her when you come up here and bother everybody in Oklahoma that doesn't, nobody invited you here. Nobody invited you to Oklahoma. I came here to get away from you. No one invited you here. What is the lie you tell Jacqueline when you're up here bothering? Why are you always in Oklahoma? Produce a schedule. Don't you have a court thing going on right now? Produce a fucking schedule. And explain why you're here. Explain why you know the description of my vehicle. Did I call you and tell you? Oh, fuck no. Explain that. Explain how you know when I come and go from my home. You fucking peeping Tom. You're so creepy. It's illegal to stalk. It's a felony. It's illegal to sell people. It's illegal to buy a life from a person or a judge. It's illegal to buy a cop. Charles, it's illegal to sell people. It's illegal to coerce. When you start deleting stuff from Facebook, it's illegal to destroy evidence. This is evidence. There's more than one person with access to this account. Each person is told what to put out for a reason. It's strategic. I don't owe you an explanation. No one does. You're the criminal. You're the offender. You're the one causing the loss and the injury to everybody else. Charles, When you do it to me, though, you get caught. Why is it different when you do it to me? Why is it different when you do it to me? So my guys are like, they're calling in a description of your car right now. So when you pull out of that parking lot, look around, you can have a cop around. So I'm in the back of the building. I guess they told me, the person that ordered said park in the front. I didn't whatever. I parked in the back, went up the stairs, took the order, and apparently if had I gone on the other side, it would have been on the other side and up the stairs. So it made it faster for me to drop it off. Apparently the cop was supposed to have gotten there sooner and asked me, to show my Dasher app or whatever. He's a Tulsa University cop. He's not even a real cop. And, I don't know what their authority is. He certainly didn't have the authority to run my tags and give the information to a felony stalker who's about to go to jail. See all this stuff we get? It is to put you in jail. It is to end the suffering you cause from your crime. I will never be broke again when you're in jail. I will never have to repeat myself. Well, I probably will have to repeat myself, but not like I do. I've never met someone so stupid as you. You gotta say the same thing over and over and over, and you still don't get it. I'm sick of that. Fucking write it down. I'm sick of your stupid. I can't handle it. It's embarrassing. Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. Stop embarrassing me. You be embarrassed. When you're in jail, we have all this to put you in jail. It's different when you do it to me. You're caught. Fucktard, you're caught. Stupid, you're caught. Why is it different when you do it to me? Why? Golly. So after the podcast from earlier, and see we have all these names every time they cause me a loss, that's when they came in, right? I'm not gonna let her have a new apartment and a new car. Like it's not your business, dumb fuck. Get out of here. Get out. It's not your business, is it? Stop butting into things that don't concern you. So, nobody invited you to Oklahoma. No one invited you. I came here to get away from you. I came here to get away from you. I came here to get away from you. I don't like you. I don't like you. No one does. We're getting the intel. Your millions bought us that. All the millions of dollars you spent for your lie bought us that. All the money, the millions and millions of dollars you spent for your lie bought us the truth. Who's Monique and where's she right now? Who's Muffin Man to you? Who's Calvin, who's bald and fat? Who is he to you? Who's Sanjay? Who's Beverly? Who's Renee? Who are those people to you? Who are they to you? How did I get that? Why is it different when you do it to me? I came here to get away from you. I came here to get away from you because you take everything I care about. And I'm sick of it. Everyone is. We're all sick of you. All you do is make trouble and problems. And we're tired of that. Everybody's tired of it. You're taking up our time. You're taking up our money. We're sick and tired of you. Everybody is. I'm sick of you embarrassing the fuck out of me. Because you're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. And you're very cruel. And we don't like that. No one likes that. Nobody. How the hell do you have the description of my car to give to a TU police who's not even a real police? How do you have the description of my car? You gonna take my car? You already did. You think that's gonna get you a date? You're a fucktard. It's not gonna get you a date. What it did is it got us names last time you did it. Look at that. Who's Beverly? Who's Renee? Who's Lawrence? Who's Andrew? Huh? Who's Bruce? Who's Betancourt? Huh? How do I have that? It's different when you do the fucking shit to me. Why? Why is it different when you do it to me? He said leave her the fuck alone. Leave everybody and everything the fuck alone. Leave everybody the hell alone. Stop bothering. Stop bothering. It's like this.
Stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
No, you talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop.
When you do that shit to me, you get caught. When you contact me, you get caught. When you contact me, you get caught. You paid millions of dollars, and we got information with your millions of dollars. When you contact me, I hate it. You get caught because I hate it. It's different when you do it to me. You pester and pester and bother and bother and pester and threaten and harass and threaten and bother. Gosh, why don't you have women just throwing themselves at you? Fucking stop embarrassing me.
Call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talked to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't.
Every day for 10 years, and they make you pay. You get caught. You shouldn't have a description of my vehicle to give to a TU officer, to call it in and use my Dasher app to get somebody to get around an algorithm and get me. So I take it, and here he is. I could have driven on the street right next to him and just gone past him. He'd have had to do a U-turn to get to me. I didn't do that. We let him follow me. We let him do what he did to catch you. It's going into your criminal trial. He's got a wiretap order on him. You get caught when you contact me because I don't like it. I don't like you. I don't like I don't like your peepin' Tom problem. I don't like your peepin' Tom problem. I do not like your peepin' Tom problem. Sicko. You're a fucking sicko. For 10 years, every day, it's this. You make me broke, you pay. Your millions bought us intel. You make me broke, you pay. Your millions bought us intel. Why is it different when you do it to me? We always find out before. We find out before. We find out before. Why is it different why do I have to repeat myself, dum-dum? Why does she have to repeat herself? Why do you like bothering? We're all sick of it. It's different when you do it to me. Fucktard. Pay attention. When you do it to me, you get caught. Do you like getting caught? When I'm broke, you get caught. Do you like getting caught? We're seeing things happen we've never seen before. How does she know? How does she find out? How does she find out about that? How does she know about that? When you do it to me, when you contact me, when you invade my privacy, when you make me broke, we always get more. You always get caught. They make you pay. All that is going to be used to put you in jail and get a conviction. You're going to jail. We don't have to deal with you anymore. We're sick of it. You're just naggy like this man.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
What
I don't ever
happened?
want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Please stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I
What
don't.
about
Stop
that?
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's
No,
why I
no,
moved.
no. Just
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone.
What-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I
What
don't.
about
Stop
that?
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I
No,
moved.
no, Just
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I
What
don't.
about
Stop
that?
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's
No,
why I
no,
moved.
no. Just
Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
leave me alone.
0 minutes.
Alright, so while
I don't want to ever talk to you.
he's jamming up my phone, making sure I don't make a dime tonight, they, because he's going to starve me until I lie. And then I told you so. We did say. That is coercion. You're going to jail. Right? Deprivation of food and shelter with intent to coerce. Grand larceny with intent to coerce. Interference with commerce with intent to coerce. Interference with contracts with intent to coerce. How many charges will there be with that? The whole thing that opened this whole deal is your human rights violations. One is guys like you are usually having some sort of connection to a terrorism organization, don't they? Don't you? Aren't you support your money goes to support terrorism? Like we have to, we got another 9/11. You trying to kill people? You like killing people, don't you? Don't you you like it, don't you? Who's Mary Beth? Sometimes goes by Beth. Dumped at a lake just outside Billings. What'd you do to her? What'd you do to her? You think this is a date? You're off your nut. You're off your nut. This is a job for me. I've got stuff nobody has. Do your other victims know about your little role playing and your scripts and your gaslighting bullshit, huh? I do. Do your other victims know your code words? Pin the tail on the donkey. Papa John's means to make delivery to the buyer. You're fucked. You just don't know it. You're stupid. You're just fucking stupid. I don't have it. I can't do it. I don't know. You embarrassed me. You just fucking embarrassed me, and I'm sick of being embarrassed by you. Why aren't you embarrassed? Why aren't you embarrassed? Why? Everybody else is. Why aren't you? You're stupid and you're weird. And you're creepy. Why aren't you embarrassed? Why? Mr. Perry, why aren't you embarrassed like you make everybody else? I'm sick of you embarrassing me. I'm sick and tired of you embarrassing me. I'm sick of it. You're boring. You sit around and you make problems because you don't have a life, and we do. We're busy. We're fucking busy. I already know what I did all day. Kicked you off me, rapist. What? I'll take her car, then she'll call me. Make her starve, then she'll call me. I slept in my car for 6 months for the first time in my life. I've always had a home. I've always had a nice home. For the first time in my entire life, Mr. Perry starved me, literally. I ate like 2 to 3 times a week and took a bath like 2 to 3 times a week. I've never had to live like that in my life. I don't date men unless they make sure I don't miss a meal. And you're running around, I'm going to starve her till she lies. I'm going to starve her till she lies. Everybody, we're starving her until she lies. Try to get her to talk about this. Try to get her to talk about that. Try to get her to say this. Try to get her to say that. Here's your script. Let's all practice role play. We knew about it when the time period that we knew that you were doing that was the Jenga games everywhere. I didn't say anything. I don't always. I just didn't dignify with a response. All of a sudden, everybody's into crime podcasts. I'm like, oh my God. They're like, yeah, they're doing the scripts and the role playing again. You think we didn't know? Sometimes we just don't dignify you with a response. Okay? So everybody's getting tired of that though, so our guys are getting a lot of complaints. I'm busy. I have shit to do. I do not have time for their weirdo. I don't. You're not busy. You're in a state where you aren't invited and nobody wants you here. Your family's in Lubbock. Go home to your fucking family. Stop lying to them. Stop embarrassing them. What would you do if your kids acted like you? Huh? What if Matthew got rejected and acted like you? What would you do? How do you think he feels with his dad with the weirdo problem? And he's getting caught and he still does it. It's illegal to do what you're doing. You should know the description of my car to call a Tulsa University police officer who's not really a fucking cop, is he? What right did he have to run my tag and give it to a stalker? They're probably going to get sued at that, maybe. They may end up getting sued over that. We'll see how the criminal charges go first. Huh? We'll see how the criminal charges go first. That was an act of coercion, harassment, and intimidation, and interfering with commerce. Okay? You know. We've told y'all. It's different when you do it to me. So the guy's like, the cop fucked the whole thing up. First of all, she was supposed to park, per the instructions the customer gave, on the street side of the building. She didn't. She parked in the back, where the apartment is. So it doesn't take so long to walk. And while she was supposed to be walking upstairs and around the back to the building, he was supposed to go by and get her tag and run it and then call Charles with it. And she was never supposed to know he was there. But that's not one. He was running late. She parked in the back of the building, so he's driving by and didn't see her, didn't know she was there. And then here she comes, and then she sits there and waits and waits and waits and waits, and so he did too. But at this point, he's been made. He should have bailed, and we try again later. But he's a dum-dum. So he waited too. What I could have done is gone out of the parking lot and right down the street where he was, right past him. But I didn't. I turned out so he could follow me, and he did. My guy goes, there's your guy right there. Just sit there for a minute. Don't move. Just sit there for a minute. Just hang for a second. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, he's still sitting there too. Yep, I know. I'm watching him. Sit. Just hang. Just wait. So we're just sitting there waiting on each other. I pull out, and here he comes. Tailed my ass for 3-4 blocks. Got my plate and gave it to you, the stalker. Wow, talk about depraved indifference to human life. I know you guys could kill me. We all know that. You've already tried. You got caught talking to the hitman. I said that this morning. I'm not going to go without a fight. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to go without a fight. I've been fighting you off me for 10 years. That's a decade. We quote you every fucking day, Charles. Why is it different when you do it to me? It hasn't happened once or twice. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen for a day or a week or a month or a year. It has happened every fucking day for a decade, 7 years that you know of. McNamara email was in 2015. Who gave that to me, and what does it mean that I have that? See, you're so stupid. It didn't occur to you what it means that I have the McNamara email. You still don't know. I can't handle stupid. It embarrasses the hell out of me. I can't even do it. I can't fucking do it. When you contact me, you get us more, you get caught. When you make me broke, you get us more, you get caught. When you invade my privacy, they invade yours. You piss us all off. So your little questions is it your cigarette people? Call them up and tell them, can I just be candid with you? I really am a sex weirdo. I can't control myself. If you'll cover it up for me, I'll make it worth your while. How many times have we heard you say that? It's embarrassing me. And what about Matthew and Jordan? You don't think you're embarrassing them? You don't have that right to embarrass other people like that. You don't have that right. Control yourself. Control yourself, pathetic. You don't have that right. You're an imposition and a burden everybody's sick of dealing with. We don't want to deal with it. We're busy. We have shit to do. Why don't you? Normal shit. Normal shit that doesn't hurt everybody. All you do is hurt people 24/7. And when you do it to me, you get caught. And you just keep right on going. And we're like, we guess he wants to get caught. Nothing else has happened but that. Nothing else has happened but that. So the TU guy fucked up. But the thing is, why did he have the description of my car to begin with? See, that's none of your business, is it? Prissy pants. Not your business, is it? Nothing I do is any of your business. When you contact me, you get caught. We always get more. When you invade my privacy, you get caught. We always get more. You make a problem for me, they're gonna make 20 for you. You take my money and I don't have any, like you did tonight, jamming up my cell phone, you're gonna pay for it. Millions of dollars will buy us intel. Ask Muffin Man, ask Oscar, ask Betancourt, ask Bruce, ask Sonjay, ask Beverly. You pay for it by we get intel. We get intel. That intel is being used to get a criminal case going because you violate human rights. And guys like you have ties to terrorists. Terrorists like 9/11 terrorists. And when you're trying to negotiate something with somebody and then you're like, human rights, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, look at what you got in your country. Look what you got your people, you fucking Republican Christian people, doing to... I am Republican and I am Christian. You're not. I don't know what the fuck you are. But you're not a Republican and you're not a Christian. Because Christian people don't want to hurt each other. You're a fraud. Right? You're a fucking fraud. You promised Jacqueline to love her forever, and you lied to her, and you fucking come up here and hurt people and blow everybody's life up, and now everybody here hates you. Now everybody here hates you. We can get information. Snap of a finger. Nobody will help you. I sure shit won't. You have a lot of nerve that you ask me for help. I don't even know what to say to that. I'll never help you. We'll never help you. You had a chance for mercy in March 2020 when he said, give it back and get the fuck out, and I'll show some mercy. And you didn't want it. And then he said, give it back and get the fuck out, and I'll call you, and we'll see what we can do. Don't talk to her. It's inappropriate. Get some dignity, get some class, and leave her alone. You have an attorney. Go through your attorney. So, you didn't want that either. He will not call you if you act like you can't understand him. He said, don't invade her privacy, don't bother her, and she's not to be broke, period. You're not getting a phone call if I have to repeat myself. If you're just stupid, you can't understand what those words mean. We say it, then we show you. We say it, then we show you. We say it, then we show you. You fuck with me, you get caught. You fuck with me, you get caught. You fuck with me, you get caught. That's Sonjay. That's Sonjay. You were told to fuck off. It's different when you do it to me. You're stepping on very, very powerful toes. You don't matter. I do. They won't call you back. I talk to them every day. You don't matter. I matter. They're horrified at what you're doing to me. What you did to me tonight pissed them off. Last thing you want to do is piss these guys off. But you know, you're something. You're special kind of stupid. When you contact me, when you cause a problem for me, we just heard you talking about taking my car. We just heard you talking about the make and model of my car again. We just heard you. When you contact me, you invade my privacy, you make me broke. We always get more, you get caught. Nothing else. You got nothing else. Name one of my guys. Quote one of their meetings. Oh yeah, you can't. Nobody wants to help you because you're a monster. Everybody's sick of this. Everybody's sick of this. This right here went to someone who was asked to pass it on to Sheriff Reed. Okay? Because I guess he was misinformed or something. So we're going to make sure he's got all the information correctly. Did you guys say something to him that wasn't correct? I heard you did. So we put it all here. Okay? When you contact me, Charles Perry, you get caught. I fucking hate it. Do not contact me. You go through your attorney. It's very, 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 very inappropriate and disgusting when you contact me. I said don't contact me. Don't contact me. Don't invade my privacy. Get out of my phone. Get out of my computer. Get out of my life. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Now. Get out now. We have all this here so that it's all clear. The coercion charges my guys are going to file against you are not just for what you've done to me, but for the club. There is no animosity between Mr. Paul and I. There's none. I'm not mad at him at all. I'm not mad at my family at all. I'm mad at you that you've spent 10 years bothering everybody I know. Everybody I know. You have bothered and threatened and bothered and harassed and threatened and bothered. And here's your script. Let's practice role-playing. Try to get her to say this. Try to get her to do that. Try to get her to talk about this. Right? I didn't dignify your Jenga fuck with fuck, did I? Or your crime podcast. I didn't dignify it with shit. A lot of times I don't even tell you I know. I'm not going to dignify you with fuck. Okay? That's happened a lot over the years. I'm not dignifying a little fucktard pathetic like you, a little pissant coward pussy who beats down women and thinks that makes him powerful. I'm not dignifying you a lot of times with shit. You don't matter. I do. You don't fucking matter. You're not getting information. We are. We're quoting you. You're not quoting us. We're naming your people. You can't name one of mine. You fucking don't matter. I do. Remember I told you that in 2016? You laughed. We told you in March 2020, fill the club with paying customers because you were doing that to the club. So you're going to get charged for fucking with his business too, by the way. It's not just coercion on me, it's coercion on him too. And it cost him money. It cost everybody in their money. You don't get to do that, princess. Everybody owes me something. I'm entitled. I'm a freeloader. I'm a leech. I'm going to take your steak and give you canned food. Why don't you like me? Why aren't women just throwing themselves at you? Poking, peeping, pink penny, pathetic. Your guys call you. Your own people make fun of you. poking, peeping, pink penny, pathetic parrot. I can't even repeat the rest of what that guy said. I've said some pretty vulgar things on here. I can't repeat that. He's making fun of you. He works for you. It's pretty bad when your own people make fun of you like that. But you embarrass everyone. You're not a god. You're not a god. You're not entitled to shit. You don't get to rape women and use our bodies and make a profit and get away with it. Not this time. It's different when you do it to me. Why is that? Why is that? So what he said in March 2020 is Cynthia's privacy is not to be invaded anymore. You don't contact her or her family in any way, shape, or form, directly or indirectly, ever again. Go home to your family. She's not to be broke. Leave her money the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Give it back and get out. Get the club full of paying customers. Make it right with that guy. Get Michael Neely home. Get Tristan and Fabian up to Tulsa and let them talk, and you butt the fuck out, nosy. And make sure she has back what you took. The steak you took, give it the fuck back. She doesn't owe you a lie, and at no time has she ever have to lie or be trafficked or do a fucking thing you want. Right? The bribe money is he was offering. Was threatening. I'm gonna start every tell you lie, or I'll buy a lie. So in response to that, our guys were like, "Yeah, no, it's illegal for you to bribe her. You do owe her money legally, legit, a legally owed business, Mr. Perry. I just said, get the fuck out of my phone. Get the fuck out of my fucking phone. Do not contact me anymore." I'm recording this. When you contact me for any reason at all, we always get more, you get caught. He said stop, so stop. Get Michael home and you get the hell out of her life. You don't come around and threaten and bribe her. Don't threaten her. Don't bribe her. You owe money to her legit. Pay that. I billed you $1,000 a day for using my body against my will. Plus $2,000 a day for doing it without my consent. You owe the money. You don't get to do that. Okay? It's not free. You're taking something that does not belong to you. Give it back. The money you cost me tonight jamming up my phone. Every night you ran customers off. They got a list, Charles. They got a forensic accountant that has he's got a list and a total. Okay? Everything you took from me. All the stuff you took out of my hotel. Everything you stole. Everything you stole. Okay? You owe that. Pay that and get the hell out. Get the fuck out. You thought he was kidding. You guys laughed. But look at all these names we got after March 2020. Look at all of these, all of this shit we got after 2020. All of that after March 2020. Is it funny now? Are you laughing now? Aren't you asking me, is it those cigarette people? Is it China? Is it Putin? Is it your mom calling China and China calls Putin and Putin calls you? Who's telling on me? How'd she find out? How'd she know? Is it funny now, you bitch? Huh? Is it funny now? You better remember who it is you're talking to. Look at that. After March 2020. We say it, then we show you. We say it, then we show you. It's different when you do it to me. We've never had one figure out we had cameras in their house, or that we were causing their problems, or send us an invoice, or sue us, or solve a murder that we committed to cover all that up. But she did. When he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. She always finds out before. Right? Before, not after. Dumb. Do you even know what that means? Finds out before. We're seeing things happen we've never seen before. He's flicking at you right now. It's rope-a-dope. I've said that. I said it in 2016. Watch the rope-a-dope. He's going to make sure you get nice and tired and then knock your ass out and you won't get up. You will never get up. You're fucked. We say it, then we show you. Anybody else have that? This is rope-a-dope, dum-dum. Okay? When you do the crime to me, you get caught. Why is it different when you do it to me? Why is it... Yeah, all of a sudden it's quiet when I ask that question. Types in my phone and... Is it this guy? Is it that? How'd you find out? Oh my God, please stop embarrassing me. See all this? Who's Oscar? Who's Bruce? Who's Bruce, Charles? Who's Beverly? How do you know Beverly? Who is she? She was all worried about my shoes. Beverly said she wished Cyndi had worn the other pair of shoes tonight. How the fuck does Beverly, who I've never met that I know of, know what my shoes look like? Who the fuck is she? Explain that to the court. Who the fuck is Renee? Huh? What does this deal with Ted? Ted was trying to see if he could talk her into doing what she doesn't want to do. But we're worried because she's got these guys helping her, and that's the only people she listens to. They've been there for me. They've protected me from you. They protected me from you. You're a fucking monster. If you only knew how sick and tired of you everybody is, you'd never show your face again. If you truly understood how embarrassed you should be, you'd never show your face again. If you truly knew what people said behind your backs, all of you, you wouldn't show your face again. People do not like your cruelty, and they fucking can't stand the weirdo. I guess somebody told me these guys that are messing with you are like a bunch of business owners in Oklahoma that have a lot of money and a sex weirdo problem. And they got involved in trafficking, people and drugs and guns. And so they've pretty much run the state for decades. They own the cops. The cops do what they want. They're their bitches. But here's the thing. If they want you put in jail for something, they'll put you, you're fucking in jail. That's it. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know that a lot of what they come up with evidence-wise is illegally obtained. They'll fucking manufacture evidence. They'll alter evidence. They'll change evidence. But they're gonna get if you pose a threat to them, they're gonna get rid of you. That's just what they do. It's been like this for a long time. And I said, yeah, but they've never had to deal with us. It's different when they do it to us. Things are different. They say that. They say it's different, but they're not getting how different it really is. And I came here. Here's the funny thing. I came here to just be left the fuck alone. Just hang out with my family. Just enjoy life and not be bothered. And so you guys attacked me. I don't know you, and I don't fucking care who you are. I really don't. You're a lot more important to youth than you are to other people. I didn't pick the fight. You did. Somebody mentioned something along these lines before, and I actually said it to David Robertson. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I'm not Wyatt Earp. I did not come here to mop up. I want to be left alone. Whatever's going on, I don't want to know about it. See, the thing is I lived in Vegas where there's mafia. I had a patient that was mafia. There's not mafia in Vegas now. They call it corporations, but it's the same fucking thing. And I mean, nothing changed. Not really. They just pivoted. Okay? People didn't like the way they were doing things, so they pivoted. You guys are stupid up here. Vegas, they pivoted. So they're a little more incognito. But I'll tell you what, they don't pick on women and children. In fact, they'll help you. Because I had a patient that was a little kid, and his fucking insurance wouldn't pay for his pump. He was like 6 years old. He had lymphedema and I want to say spina bifida. So mild spina bifida caused the lymphedema. You couldn't tell by looking at him he had spina bifida, but some people can't walk. He could walk, he could play, it was fine. But he had lymphedema, and his insurance company would not pay me the whole amount. They wouldn't even pay me the cost that I had to pay for the pump. So, I mean, there's my cost, and then my time, and then all of the shit, and then there's a profit in it. Well, they wouldn't even pay me enough to cover the cost of the pump. So, we appeal it, and appeal it, and appeal it, and appeal it, and they finally send me, a year later, a fucking final letter that says, that's it. You've exhausted all your appeals. We're not paying any more than we have. You're fucked. Just fuck off. And I was like, oh my God. So I write a letter to my friend who was supposed to be mafia or a corporation, whatever, and ask him, do you have, I'm sorry, I didn't write him a letter. I called him and asked him who to write a letter to if does your organization have a charity? And because a lot of them do. And if you watch The Godfather 3, you see kind of the depiction of the transition of the Las Vegas Mafia going from mafia more to the corporation and starting to participate in charity. And they do. I mean, that's, I don't know, you guys don't. I guess I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. But anyways, you're organized crime just the same. You're all fucking organized crime just the same. So I'm telling this guy, I think that if you have some sort of charity, here's the situation. If you have some sort of charity, who can I write a letter to? And, to see if it'll pay the other part of this kid's claim. And he asked me a call, who's the insurance? And I tell him the insurance, and he was like, what's the kid's name? And I said the kid's name, and he goes like, I don't know. Let me think. Let me see what I can do. And let me think. Let me look into it. And he kind of ham-hawed around. It didn't seem really like he was going to be very helpful. But within about 10 days, I had a check. I fucking had a check from the insurance company, not his charity. So that's what the mafia does that I know. I don't know who the fuck you bitches think you are. I really don't. Picking on women and children, a bunch of pussy cowards, little pissants. Mommy pissed you off and humiliated you. And everybody, we all got to pay for that. We all have to pay for it. Like it's our problem. Yeah, you take your underwear off after you shit in it and wave it at the world, waving your family problems around for everybody to see, bothering us with it. My family has done some crappy things to me, my parents. But I don't use that as an excuse to perpetrate that on other people. I've told people about it. It's different when you're telling somebody about it and when you're using it as an excuse to fail and hurt other people. You don't get to hurt other people. The laws are in place. Our rights are in place to protect us from injury. Don't peep. Don't stalk. It's a felony. Don't coerce. Don't sell people. Those laws are in place. Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513. Those are in place to prevent you from injuring, from infringing on our right to not have to live with that. So all this stuff is being used either as probable cause for investigatory orders, or it's going to be used to convict you in a court of law. When you do it to me, you get caught. Like never before. And yet you just keep doing it. Do you want to get caught? Do you just like getting caught? Because we didn't happen once or twice. It's not gone on for a day or two or a month or two or a year. It is every day, all fucking day long, for a decade. He's about ready to end it. Don't you think? Don't you think they're about ready to wrap this up? So look how much this is here. Every time Charles contacts me, or causes a problem for me, or makes me broke, we get more and more and more. What problem has your doll solved? Don't you have a little doll that you play with like a little girl? Name one problem that's solved. Why don't you go pray to that? Look at this. All this stuff, this is the McNamara email of 2015. When I had that, it didn't occur to you what it means that I have that. You still don't know, do you? Fucking hate stupid. I can't do it. I'm going to take her car. 20,000 of those recordings of you talking about taking my car. Then she'll call me. Then she'll come. Why? So I can repeat myself again for you? We're sick of that. We're going to have a big party when you finally get arrested that now we don't have to repeat ourselves all the time anymore. I've never had to repeat myself. As much as I've had to repeat myself for you, and it still goes right over your head. You're a fucking idiot. Look at this. All this stuff that we got beforehand, sir. Before, not after. Those are police recordings I typed up. That's all I fucking do all damn day. Police recording, police recording, police recording, police recording. Sometimes it's a leak, sometimes it's a wiretap order. I'm not told how they got what. I don't care. And I'm not told who your leaks are either. We don't care. What we care about is, why are you bothering me to begin with? Look at that. Look at that, Charles. That comes because you contacted me. We got this. You made me broke. We got this. You didn't get the March 2020 thing. Don't invade her privacy. Don't contact her. She's not to be broke. You better make sure she can pay her bills, because you keep stealing her money, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy. Leave her the fuck alone. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Look at that. All this we got because you didn't listen. You laughed at him. Her privacy is not to be invaded. You don't contact her or her family, and she's not to be broke. Get Michael Neely home. Look at that. You could have framed him one of those meth people that he had just done a meth bust. Look at that. We got one. We got to get her back to Texas. We got to kidnap her. We got to kidnap her so we can do worse to her. Right? Which one of you guys says stuff like that? How does she know? How did she find out about that? How does she know about that? She's not supposed to know about that. I don't know. That's Calvin right there. We got Calvin's name after this right here. You butt into one. There's not going to be a new apartment in a new car. Our guys were like, oh yeah? I don't think it's up to you, princess. Who the fuck are you? Does she call you and want to see you? Oh, fuck no. Does she want to hold your hand? Fuck no. You're a monster. You're not good enough. You're a fucking weirdo. So what business is it of yours? And I throw a fit, and I get my new apartment and a new car, and then another guy calls up here and he goes, I think it was Josh Person, but I'm not sure. They don't tell me who it is. They know. I don't know always. Sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. And he says, now she can't complain and say she didn't get a new apartment and a new car. And the guy was mad. And he goes, do you have any idea what she had to go through to get that apartment in that car? It's just a little bitty fucking apartment and a little bitty old car. It's none of his business. And the second she gets it, you watch, he'll start trying to take it away. He's butting into things that are none of his business. When you guys did that, we got the Muffin Man. Muffin Man's not going to like that. The Muffin Man's not... Who the fuck is the Muffin Man to you? Who is that to you? Who's Bruce to you? Who's Beverly to you? And what's her obsession with my shoes? How the fuck does she know what shoes I wear? How do you know the make and model of my car? You're pissing us off. I'm having to repeat myself again. I've said all this before. We're going to have a huge party. Finally, no more repeat. We got the Calvin, bald fat Calvin, when you guys called this to take away my apartment the second I got it. You do the crime to me, we get it before, see? Look at the date on that, dum-dum. What does it mean that I have this? Why is it different when you do it to me? 2/9/21. Well, she did. She tried it on smoking. Can't get her kicked out on money. We always take her money. And then she can't pay her bills. We interfere with her contracts. Yeah, ask Mo at Good Deal how he likes you interfering with contracts. Ask him. Didn't you have him get my car on January 19th after we recorded and said, we got Brandon. We got them talking to Brandon at the Pilot, the Flying J. When she goes up there to take a shower, take her car. Call us and we'll go get her car. Did I call you? You want to take my car. You want to take my car. You want to take my car. You want to fucking take my car. You want me digging out of a dumpster. We've said it over and over and over and over and over and over. Stop threatening me. Stop threatening me. You're a sick son of a bitch. We got this because you do shit like that. What other victim has that? Before, not after. Well, I told you so. I did say, what's he gonna do to you and when's he gonna do it? The guy that got me that? The one that told you fuck off. Or I'll do it for you. He said, give it back and get out. Or I'll do it for you through the normal legal process. I'll make sure you're fucked up. Big time. Criminal. He's up your ass 24/7. Don't run around and go, how does she know? How does she find out? You contact me, you take from me, they take from you. They took this. You take my privacy, you take my money, you take anything at all. They take from you. Millions of dollars bought us that intel right there, not a cover-up. You're stupid. Why aren't you embarrassed? I'm going to take your car, I'm going to take your car. Why don't you have women just throwing themselves at you? Huh? Mind your own business. My car is not your business. My car isn't your business. Stop threatening me. Stop threatening everybody. When's he going to arrest you? How bad is he going to make things for you? However bad you make them for me, he will make them for you. He's happy to do it right back at you. You pay for it. You paid for it right here. When you cause me a loss, you pay for it. That means the loss of privacy. You're taking up my time with the bothering and the threatening and the bothering and the threatening and the bothering and the threatening and the coercing. Right? What's he going to do with that, Charles? What's he already done with that, Charles? Who's Bald Fat Calvin to you? Huh? We got Bald Fat Calvin's name, Blankenship and Desiree and Richard's name out of this. Okay? You pay for it when you do it to me. You're stupid. You don't know what's happening, do you? Listen, you're stupid. You don't know that's what's happening, do you? You're stupid. Broccoli brain. Huntington's disease. So sure enough, after she did try, that's the 15th. That's the 9th. We can't get her kicked out for non-payment because we steal her money and interfere with commerce and contracts because of COVID moratorium. So we're going to do smoking. Sure shit. That's exactly what she tried to do. Uh-huh. Mike was drugged. We said it in January. We said it in March 2020. They didn't do depositions until May. They're investigating you. We find that investigating you. That's a first-degree murder of a police officer. We're going to get him out. You had your chance. You could have framed one of those guys like you had just done a big meth bust. Could have framed one of those guys. Dum-dum. And the way you've gone at me, everybody's like, we know she's right about that murder. Because look how they're treating her. They're retaliating against her. I'll have the right to equal protection, dum-dum. So, when you do the crime to me, everything's different. You're not all there, are you? People complain about that all the time. Perry's not operating on a full load, so we got to deal with that shit. He brought that up to Oklahoma. Bothers everybody else with it. So this right here, they're going to charge you not just for what you're doing to me, but what you did to the club too. Do you understand? Why is it different when you do the crime to me? Charles, why is it different when you do the crime to me? You contact me, we get more. You get caught. You cause a problem or a loss for me, we get more. You know what one of your people said? One of your people was because I do the prayer thing with my 40 cops, and most of us are Christians. So a lot of times we'll do our prayers. You hear us. You got everything bugged up. You hear us. Or hot mic phones and shit. So we do our prayers together, and sometimes and we do Bible verses and crap. And your guy says, this thing, because you're all Satanists. Satan believes in God. Satan had to go before God and say, can I sift Job? Yes, God is on our side, Charles. He types in my phone, is it God? Oh, wow. I'm going to let you guys all answer that one. What did I just say? 40 police officers, most of us are Christians. So God is helping us. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, God is going to have his way. God is in control. God. We aren't in control. We control the flow of information because God is in control. We serve God. You're a pathetic pissant that serves Satan and plays with a fucking doll all damn day, like a girl. You're more girl than I am. Just so you know. Everybody, I want you to know. If you knew what I knew about Mr. Perry, you would agree he's more girl than me. By far. More prissy pants, more pansy, more petunia than I am. By far. And lazy as shit. So, and boring as fuck. So, one of your guys says, I'm getting a little concerned about her belief that God will pay you double for your trouble like Job. Satan had to go ask God permission to sift him, and at the end of the book, Job gets double for his trouble. Gets double. Instead of shame and dishonor, I will give you double portion of prosperity in your land, and everlasting joy will be yours. That's Isaiah 61. That's my favorite chapter in the Bible. I read it every day. I pray that over me and my family every day, and I have for years. If Satan takes something, God is not going to let him take something that he doesn't intend to give you back double. That's the way God is, period. I know my plans for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you and never to harm you, but to give you hope in the future. And look what happened with Joseph. Joseph wanted his brothers to stop fucking bullying him. And he prayed to God, please make them stop bullying me. His dad gives him a coat of many colors, and he thinks now they won't do it. And he has a dream the brothers bow to him. And he thinks now they won't bother me anymore. They're not going to bully me anymore. I'm going to go tell them about my dream and show them my coat. And he thinks that's the end of it. They're going to be in the backyard. They'll think that's great. They'll bow. It's over. The bullying is finally over. And he goes up, and they don't. They fucking sell him into slavery. And he couldn't believe it. That's not what God said. That's not my dream. They sell him to slavery. But God still had his hand on him, and he becomes the top of the household management in Potiphar's home. He still was treated very well. So he becomes the head of the household in Potiphar's house. Potiphar's wife gets the hots for him. Like Charles is the Potiphar's wife in this deal. Always the wannabe, never the one wanted. Leaving your whole family behind. You left your family. You left your fucking family to chase a woman that can't stand you and go around creeping everybody out and getting told on more than you've ever been told on and caught in your life. It doesn't get any more pathetic than you. Those are your results. Look at ours. We want you in jail. So we've got more information than anybody has ever gotten before, ever. Ask Oscar, Bruce, and Betancourt. Okay, in Blankenship and Beverly. We got the B's tonight. Okay, so what they did, she tries to hit on him and he refuses her. And she starts, he raped me. And so he ends up in jail. But in jail, he learns product distribution management. He is put in charge of product distribution management. So he divvies up, I guess, all the food and supplies and crap to the prisoners. Well, he also could interpret dreams. So there's two of them. The baker and the cupbearer of Pharaoh are in jail with Joseph. They have dreams. He interprets the dreams. The baker's was he's going to die. The cupbearer's, he's going to go back to work for Pharaoh. So he tells the cupbearer, please, I want you to tell Pharaoh about me. And he goes out. He goes back and he forgets. Then though, Pharaoh has a dream: 7 fat calves, 7 fat sheaves of wheat, and then 7 skinny, scrawny, about to die calves, and 7 withering sheaves of wheat. And so Joseph, the cupbearer, is like, I know a guy in jail who knows how to tell you what this means. They get Joseph, clean his ass up, bring him before the Pharaoh, And the Pharaoh's like, what does it mean? And he says, well, you're going to have 7 years of feasting and lots of bumper crop and shit. And then you're going to have 7 years of famine. So what you got to do is, during the years of the bumper crop, save some of the food to feed everybody during the 7 years of famine. And the Pharaoh's like, cool, you do it. And Joseph's like, just so happened, in jail, I learned product distribution management. I've been learning this. So, in other words, God took him there to learn just what he needs to save a whole country of Egypt and Israel. Egypt at the time is one of the most powerful countries in the whole fucking world. All that time, Joseph is going through fucking hell in jail. He's also learning how to become second in command of one of the most powerful countries in the whole world and save 2 nations of people from starvation. So it looks like things are bad, and he's wondering, where's God's promise? I don't get this. This is not what you showed me. Well, ends up that is what he had to go through a process. He had to learn that so that he could do his job as second in command of Egypt. And Pharaoh makes him second in command of Egypt. Then, guess who comes over to Egypt wanting food during the famine? But his brothers. And here they are. They come to him. They bow in a palace, because that's the way God does things. God does things not lame in the backyard. Joseph, I have a whole bigger plan. My thoughts are higher than yours. My ways are higher than yours. And my will always be done. Mine, God. I'm quoting God. My will be done. You are defying the Most High God, Mr. Perry. And God doesn't think it's cute when you hurt women and children. He said, don't oppress the poor. Didn't he? So Joseph starts to lose it. He had to go leave the room and go cry. And I'm telling you, it doesn't really say why, but I'm telling you, when there's a big struggle like that, I've had them in my life. When there's a big struggle like that, and you feel like God promised you something, and you believe God for the promise, and then bad things happen, and it looks like the promise went to crap. It's just not going to happen. I had too much pizza last night. I didn't understand God right. But then all of a sudden, down the road, a couple of years later, it does happen. And you're just like, oh my God. And you cry because you're so thankful and relieved. And here's the promise finally. God remembered he didn't forget me. And so you're like, you're so happy and so emotional that God remembered the promise, and you're seeing it right in front of your eyes finally. And there was a struggle for it, and it was not obtained easily. And you had to believe when you had no reason to believe. And so I really think that's part of why Joseph had to fucking leave the room and weep. And his brothers bow before him, and they're all, when they finally found out who he was, they were like, oh shucks, man, oh gosh, it's you, we treated you like shit. And he's like, yeah, but I'm going to forgive you, because what you meant for evil, God used it for my good, because now I'm like the boss of all of you guys. I'm the boss of the whole country. So don't piss me off again. And at that point, he's second in command of one of the most powerful countries in the whole world. So your guy says, Charles, you're Satan people, because you guys all like worshiping Satan, right? Your guy says, I'm a little concerned about Charles always wanting to take her money, because she believes God will pay her double for her trouble. So I don't want to make this chick rich and famous, and I'm a little bit afraid that's really what he's going to do. He's about to make her rich and famous. He's calling all these police departments asking, are you helping her? We're seeing things happen we've never seen before. Are you helping her? Did you tell her Mike was drugged? Is it you? And if God pays her double for her trouble, I'm scared to death. All you're doing is setting her up for a comeback. I'm afraid you're setting her up for double for her trouble. You're about to make her rich and famous, because you're a dum-dum. Whatever God's plan is in this, at the end of this, I can tell you it's going to mean me and Michael are both publicly vindicated the same way you smeared us. Because you had no right to do that to either one of us. And for Mike Neely, it's a whole lot worse than it is for me. You might be sleeping in your car. You reap what you sow. I will tell you this. When I first get back from jail and they're all trying to make me a little crazy. And I'm like, I said he's going to false arrest me. I did say. Now they're trying to make me a little crazy. And he had people just going at me and going at me and going at me. Just like he does now, except it was almost worse than Sepulpa. I'm like, I got to take a walk. So I get out of my house and I go take a walk and I'm praying. And I'm like, God, the hell is this? At this point, I'm still a little nervous about these guys I've known and worked with all my life, because they did not tell me that they were going to go ahead and let you guys arrest me. And so we have worked through that, and it definitely, in ways I'm not going to talk about yet, worked in my favor. In ways, like I said, I'm not talking about yet, and you haven't seen it yet. You know some of it. You obstructed justice. You destroyed my evidence. Right? But I'm not going to talk about the whole of it. The Fabian puzzle. I'm not going to talk about the whole of it. Right? But at this point, I'm questioning everybody and everything. And I'm like, God, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what, I didn't know they were going to go ahead and let them do this to me. I don't know. They're trying to make me crazy, look crazy. They're trying to, and it almost is making me crazy. It really almost is. Because the pestering and the bother, anyways, the tormenting. So, as I'm walking through, I literally felt God's presence so strong. I literally almost fell to my knees, and where I couldn't stand up. And God was like, I'm going to let him fall in the pit he dug for you. Watch this. You don't need to worry. So, I go through a year and a half with Dr. Russell of the therapy, where I'm going in twice a month, and an hour to 2 hours. At the end of that, her comments were so positive. She's articulate, she's honest, and she's scared and sick and tired of Mr. Perry interfering in her life. And sometimes Mr. Perry escalates more than you can ignore. There's no diagnosis of you're nutty or in a fruitcake and here's a pill, is there? Now, that's not what she said at all. And I'm thinking, there it is, right there. Thank you, God. Answered my prayer. You did exactly what you said. And that was a moment where I wept. I was thankful. I was like, oh, thank you, God. But he wasn't even done yet. Because Charles starts acting crazier and crazier and crazier and crazier and doing things that doesn't make sense. Like, when you contact me and you fuck with me and you cause a problem for me, you get caught. And yet you're doing it anyway. Like, who the hell does that? So our shrink is like, now he's got something like Alzheimer's and repeating all the time. And I mean, I haven't examined him, but I can tell you he's got something that is causing both cognitive reasoning, mental retardation, and mental illness. Both. Not just one, it's both. And so sure enough, we find out you have Huntington's disease that causes, you're diagnosed nutty. You fell in the pit you dug for me. That was a God thing. Only God could cause you or allow you to get a mental disease like that. It's not just mental illness, it's mental retardation, both. Cognitive reasoning, it causes impaired cognitive reasoning. Mr. Perry, you just contacted me again after you were just told not to, and you're gonna get us more. You just did exactly what she said, made her believe that you're mentally retarded and mentally ill before we had a diagnosis. You just did it again. Don't contact me anymore. He just fucking did it again. Impaired cognitive reasoning. He can't do cause and effect. He can't do same and different. He can't do before. He can't figure all that out. He doesn't even know what you're saying. Half the time when you're talking to him, he has no fucking idea what you're saying. And it's very frustrating. I'm not your family. I don't want anything to do with that crap. It causes psychosis, hallucinations, impaired cognitive reasoning. I'm sorry. Let me start over. The mental illness part of Huntington's disease is psychosis, hallucinations, delusion, right? And the mental retardation part of it would be the impaired cognitive reasoning. Can't do same and different. can't do cause and effect, can't do before and after, can't do it. You can explain it. I've tried to explain it. Everybody else has tried to explain it. Apparently, somebody talked to his family, and they said it's not just the disease that's making him like that. His medication is also makes him nut. It's making him nutty. Okay, but his family has a criminal liability and a legal liability, as do his attorneys, if they're not getting him in a nursing home. You need a special needs facility, because your mental problems are causing a huge amount of injury to other people. People who have done you no wrong at all. Not done a fucking thing to you. You provoke, you antagonize, you provoke, you antagonize, you provoke, you antagonize, and everybody's sick of it. So our guys have a bigger case. They want to get all of you. And you keep bringing new people in. So now they got new wiretap orders. They want all of you at once and you're gone. It's over. No more suffering. No more harassing. No more threats. No more nag. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to call me. You're going to lie. I'm going to make you lie. Yeah, no, you're not. I'm going to tell you this one for the last fucking time. You guys could kill me at any minute and get away with it, and I know that. Or you would get away with it for a little while. Our guys wouldn't put up with that. But you had killed me, and I know that. You've already tried. They caught you talking to the hitman, so I didn't die. The arsenic, we caught that. So my body is such that I'm a rapid metabolizer. So if I take anything, I can feel the effects of it pretty much immediately. So as soon as I took a sip of the poison drink, I started getting a screaming headache and a metal taste in my mouth and whatever the symptoms I had at the time. I threw up. So I, for the most part, stopped drinking the drink. I stopped drinking it before I drank the whole thing, and I didn't get it, and then I started taking charcoal. I'm trying to get this crap out of my body. It's funny that you wouldn't have me tested, because as much as I threw up, and as much as I stopped drinking it when I started feeling the symptoms of it, and as much as I took charcoal, there may not have even been a whole lot left in my system, but we'll never know that now, because you obstructed justice and made sure I wasn't tested. Because you knew you were giving me arsenic. So all these times you guys tried to kill me, the brick didn't hit me in the face. It hit the pavement first and then busted my engine in two instead of my head. But you could kill me, and I know that. But you're not going to kill me at any time for any reason ever without a fucking fight. And one like you've never had in your life. Poking peep. Stop embarrassing me. So the thing that my guys are going to do, look, there's no fight between me and Paul. Nothing. He's not asked for his key back. He's as far, I said I'm coming back when my knee's better and on my shoulder. I thought it was going to be an injury that will last a day or two. Now, why am I a stripper? Here's the thing, though. I've tried to be a waitress. They don't want me waitressing at that club. So what I will tell you is sometimes we don't have to explain everything as far as our faith goes. I went to dance because I needed to get away from Mr. Perry. And the only way I could make money at that time was dancing, because he was trying hard to make sure I didn't make money. Remember, this is what they do to all victims. You're easier to traffic if you have no money. Right? You're easier to traffic if you don't have money. You're easier to traffic if you're destitute, Calvin, right? You're bald and fat, aren't you? You're not very tall either, are you? So your goals are make her broke. Then when she's completely out of everything, then she'll call us and we'll go, we'll take you to this house in Houston, or you can go be trafficked, and then I get the rest of my money. And you're going to sign my lie. The affidavit lie that I wasn't supposed to know about, but I do. Because when you do it to me, it's different. Any other victim know before? You're in a lot of trouble and you act like you have no fucking idea. We quote you every day for 10 years and you have no fucking idea what that means. It's embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing. Look, I don't know what went on in the state of Oklahoma with your big boys, billionaire club, whatever, stupid whatever. But remember this, I didn't pick the fight, you did. And it's different when you do it to me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Outside of Oklahoma, you're just the creepy weirdo. These guys don't have a life. So, whatever coercion and interference with commerce and contracts that you're going to get charged when you did to me, also the club. Look at that. That's a Friday night. That's why I took a picture of it. I sent this to Mr. Miller. Look at this. This is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life. This place used to be packed. Especially from 2 to 4. Packed. People, nowhere to sit. There would be people standing in the back. Nowhere to sit. You did that. And now you're using his building and his utilities and his stage for your prostitution and drug trafficking and laundering money. And I caught it. Sheriff Reed did not catch this. I did. So, I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter, remember? I'm Chief Hall's granddaughter. It's different when you do the crime to me. Different, completely different thing when you do it to me. And you act like you fucking don't know what that means. Don't ask me again for help. Because it really pisses us all off that you have the nerve to ask me for help. You literally pick up the phone. I want you to take her car away. I want you to take her. Did you call me? And then you're asking me for help. Who's telling on me? Oh my God. The fuck is that? Who's telling on you? Don't ask me again. He just fucking typed that in my phone again. Don't ask again. Don't contact me anymore. And fuck you for asking me. You have a lot of nerve. There's no way I will help you. There's no fucking way I would ever help you. When these guys arrest you, I'll never be bothered by you again. And I won't be broke anymore either. So I'll never help you. Somebody tell him that where he understands, because I've said it. I've said it a lot. And he's still telling on me every fucking day. When you contact me, you get caught. When you contact me, you get caught. When you contact me, I will not answer your questions, but you do get caught. Fucktard. What does that mean? I'll never help you, but you get caught. How many times I got to say the same fucking thing for you to get it? I'm not going to help you. No one's going to help you. We all want you gone. Everybody wants for you to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Get the hell out. Get the fuck out. We'll never help you. And when you even ask, it pisses us off. And then we get more. Don't piss me off. Don't fucking piss me off and don't fucking embarrass me. So, there's that. Alright? Boy, everybody sees a myriad of my emotions. You try losing everything you have. You try have somebody threaten you 24/7 and harass you 24. Boy, don't make you cuss like a motherfucker. So, so we got all this. Every time you contact me and ask me who your leaks are and who's helping me and all that, we get more of that. Okay? Doesn't get you an answer. It gets us an answer. Don't ask me. I'm never going to help you. Because when you're gone, I'll never be broke again. Ever. You won't be here to take my money. When you're gone, I'll never have to deal with your creepy shit. And you're stupid. No more of that. So they did that tonight. And so we heard you talking about taking my car yet again. You take from me, they take from you. They have a court order. You don't. You make a problem for me, they make 20 for you. It's different when you do it to me. I'm repeating myself again. When you're gone, when they finally arrest you, and there's no more invasion of my privacy, and no more problems all the time, and no more peep and poke, and no more I'm never broke again. Also, we're having a party to celebrate. We don't have to repeat ourselves anymore. Fucktard's gone. Okay? We're sick of it. Everybody's sick of it. How many times does she have to repeat herself? Okay, I'm going to go over this one more time because fucktard just did it again. When you invade my privacy, we always get more. When you contact me, we always get more. You guys get caught. When you take 1 penny from me, I lose an eyelash because of you. You cause a problem for me for 10 years now. All day, every day, we get more. You get caught. Do you like getting caught? Why didn't you leave me the fuck alone? He said, give it back. Get the fuck out, or I'm going to do it for you through the normal legal process. You don't have the right to threaten her. She doesn't have to lie for you. You don't have the right to traffic her. You need to get a grip on reality. You're getting quoted every day. You're not quoting us. We're quoting you, dum-dum. Leave everybody the fuck alone. Get off your ass and go home to your family. Okay? How many times do you have to say the same thing?
Stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you.
What
I don't ever
happens?
want to hear your voice, see you. Please,
what
God
happened?
bless you, but
What
please leave me
happened?
alone.
She-
Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I
What
don't.
about
Stop
that?
stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why
No. Just talk.
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No,
and leave me alone.
0 minutes. I don't want. I'm.
That's okay. I don't care. You
Leave
can
me
tell
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh my God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm curious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave
You
me
can tell
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Leave me alone.
That one bitch when you can have.
That's okay.
I'm gonna try to explain. This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
Scratches?
pictures? You want,
I got
I'll show you-
scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Monkey, hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give
get
a
it
fuck.
good.
You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're
You
gonna
can
find
bring
that
the
a
whole fucking
threat?
army.
You're gonna
I don't give
find
a
out.
fuck.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my.
I don't care.
Leave
You
me
can tell
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to...
Yep, doesn't like that when he jams it up. Hang on.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't.
combination of words do I need to use to get him to stop stalking me? To get him to understand I don't love you, I'm never going to love you. Whatever was there is over. It's been over. I'm sorry that you are stuck there and that you're imagining things now that aren't there. My feelings for you aren't what yours are for me. And I need you to stop because you're hurting me and you're hurting my family. What combination of words can I use to get that across to him so he will stop? And nobody has the answer to that question.
Well, and I think it's the opposite. I mean, the hurting you may be what he wants to do. And when he knows it hurts you, then
He does more.
he does more. And that is why with stalking, you have to ignore doing that. Of just no contact, no response, no, please stop doing this to me. Because the more you do that, the more they pursue you.
Happening is if I ignored him, he would do something.
You would escalate.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to do this until you react. Like a child that's poking you, and you're ignoring the, when you were kids were young, and you might be talking to another grown-up, and they'll come up and they, and you're kind of like, you're talking. And finally, they do it so much that you go, what?
Exactly.
It's like that.
Exactly. And that is the, behaviorally, what we know and what we see is that you do something, you get a response. So you do it again and you get a response. So then you do it and you get no response. So you do it again. And then you up it until you get that response. And that's the behavioral analysis. And so what you see is go along, response, things are going well. The person decides not to give you a response. So you just do more of it. And they respond because it's so terrible. And so you go back down, you ignore it again, no response, and it just gets higher and higher. And the only way, eventually there is extinction. And that means eventually it goes away. But you have to be able to handle that escalation. And unfortunately, his escalation, and this is what I tell. I work with some people with developmental disabilities, and they're big and tall, and they know how to escalate, and they'll hate or something, ignore. Well, the problem is they can escalate more than you can ignore, and that's what you go with Charles.
He would put me in jail, so now I have a criminal case that I have to pay attention to.
And that's why the criminal case, I think, is where your focus is going to be.
Stalkers use technology to stalk. They illegally access your phone and your electronic devices to stalk you and cause problems. And they did that to me tonight. It made nothing. They kept jamming up the internet wouldn't work. It's working now. It's paid for. There's no excuse for that. No excuse at all. So you're going to pay. You have been all along. You pay by giving us intel because you piss everybody off. And then we find out what you're up to next and you get caught. And in 10 years, nothing else has happened, but you get caught. Okay? It's different when you do it to me. Why is that? This right here is what the cops are supposed to do when they get a police report from a stalking victim. It's not what TPD did. Anytime that I think I filed two of them. One for the original one. The second was for obstruction of justice. Had they done something about that stuff, Chief Miller might be alive right now. And it's not okay. It's just not okay. You don't do people like that. So, big disappointment. Also, we have we have a page on all the perjury and all the contacts within the forum state of Oklahoma where I suffered an injury at work and some other things. We've got Michael's case on here. This whole thing, a lot of perjury, Mr. Perry. You're big on the perjury. You just lie and don't think anything of it. This is Officer Neely's. We go through the whole case. Sherlock, the whole damn thing, right here. This is his page. Okay? He is an officer down in need of an assist. We're giving him that assist. It'd be nice if the governor would do his part. We don't leave one behind. If he was in an active shooter situation and he got shot, and people aren't going to run out and leave him, just leave him there to die. There's no difference. It's just a difference of weapon. One is a gun, one is opioids. He did the same thing to Mike he did to me. Tried to kill us with arsenic and opioids, and when we don't die, he does a false arrest and smears us. So we told you to get him out of jail in March 2020, and you didn't, and you're going to pay for that. Okay? You're already paying for it in ways you never had to before, and you're such a fucktard you don't get that. When you do the crime to me, it's different. Why? Yeah. Anyways, we're done. We're fucking so tired of you. You have no idea. If you knew how tired of you, sick and tired of you everybody is, if you knew how the frustration expressed behind your backs, you would be too afraid to show your faces ever again. It's that bad. It's that bad. Gotta, don't fucking contact me. I fucking hate it. I'll never help you. It just makes us mad. Right now, you don't want to piss me off.